Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Indiana Pacers tonight. Guys, what a big win for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. A huge win for the Lakers tonight in a scoring matchup against the Indiana Pacers. I mean, back and forth scoring, comparing to the last game Lakers face, where it was mostly defense than offense, even though it was a win. It's the same scenario, only it was offense more than defense in this game tonight. Both teams really were just playing great offensively for both teams out there tonight, and the Lakers just come out on top in a huge scoring for the Lakers tonight. I mean, the best scoring since the 80s for the Lakers. I mean, talk about a huge win for the Lakers tonight, 150 to 145 in this game tonight. A huge win. The Lakers needed to get this win with 14 games remaining. Every win counts with this Lakers team. I mean, sure, the Lakers are doing better than the Warriors at this moment. I mean, they are in a better situation now when it comes to the standings. Sure, they're in the ninth seed still, but I think the Lakers are like 3 games away from reaching the sixth seed in the Western Conference. But it depends on them winning games now. They have to win and stack up wins as much as they can at the end of the day. So, but what a good win. The Lakers got a huge win tonight against the Indiana Pacers, honestly, one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. So, this is a big win for the Lakers to get this win tonight against them, and just great performance out there tonight from all of our Lakers out there tonight, especially from Spencer Dinwiddie, who stepped up for the Lakers in the starting lineup. No D'Lo, he's dealing with some illness tonight, so he did not play. But Spencer Dinwiddie stepped up to the plate and in convincing fashion with his scoring ability and helping the Lakers out also on defense as well. So we'll get to him and his scoring efforts out there tonight. But the player of the game, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis showed up in this game as well out there tonight. Sure, he played for 40 minutes, but you know, his efforts was just sensational when it came to his scoring efforts out there tonight. 36 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he's the player of the game, MVP of tonight's game. He deserves it. He is the player of the game out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. And before I get into the stats and everything that went down tonight, please be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate if you guys show me all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZLN on YouTube. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check me out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So please be sure to hit that notification bell, follow me all across social media, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get to your guys' question just real quick before I get into the stats of tonight and obviously everything that went well tonight for the Lakers offensively. So, obviously, with Daniel coming in with the questions here or the response here, a great win, yo. Absolutely. It was such a great win. We were on fire. Absolutely, we were. Ghetto Rabbit, welcome to the live stream. Tried to give away at the end of the end. Yeah, I mean, the fourth quarter was a bit of a scarce for all of us. We were watching the fourth quarter. I mean, the Indiana Pacers scored, I believe, like 45 points in the fourth quarter, where the Lakers scored 31, 32 points, 36, something like that. So the Lakers still managed. They still managed to, keep the lead that they were on, but for some reason it really gotten away from them at one point because of the scoring of the Indiana Pacers, especially with 1 minute left remaining, with 50 seconds left remaining in the game, where they were just scoring threes left and right. I mean, it was just craziness that they were just shooting threes, but they still kept committing fouls on Austin Reeves, where we all know that Austin Reeves is known for making free throws throughout his career, and he's like, what is it, like 90, 100% of makes his free throws. So with that, it was just a bad opportunity for the Indiana Pacers to do so, but good for the Lakers because we have Austin Reeves for making his free throws out there tonight. So, but just seeing the results of tonight's game, I mean, 150 to 145. I mean, the most scoring from the Los Angeles Lakers since 1980. I mean, that talking about a record-breaking moment in Lakers history to that to make that happen in franchise history. I mean, it's something that is huge to happen for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. So, great job out there for the Los Angeles Lakers and their offensive scoring efforts in this game out there tonight. And yeah, we almost got in the way from them for sure. Absolutely, Rabbit. Um, we owned Indy. Absolutely, we did. Anthony Davis owned Indy. Absolutely, he did. And then also, yeah, miracle threes. Yeah, just those 50 seconds left remaining, as I mentioned. He was just shooting those threes like it was nothing. And it got us scarce at one point. But, the Indiana Pacers, their mistake was fouling Austin Reeves every chance that they get. And having Austin Reeves, make those free throws. They did foul Cam Reddish at one point, and he missed one, but obviously at the end of the day, he made one, and we won the game at the end of it. So it's just good that the Lakers, got the win. A win is a win when it comes to the Lakers this season because it's been an up and down season for the Lakers without question. It's just injuries and just players not mashing, and it's just it's just there's just been a lot of mistakes and a lot of missed opportunities for the Lakers this season that could have been winnable games. I know plenty that I can honestly talk about. I mean, there was like at one point there was like after the in-season tournament championship there was some games like the Dallas Mavericks game. There's a plethora of games that should have been winnable ones for the Lakers after that. But you know, we can go into a whole tangent about that. But we haven't reached the end of the season yet, and the Lakers were not eliminated yet for us to be talking about the season and what we saw. So I'll leave that in a whole different live stream of giving you all my reaction of the Lakers NBA season. So, but as of right now, with this win, this is a big win for the Lakers. And so far, with 14 games remaining, they have to win as much games as they can because it's going to be a tough one, for the Lakers when it comes to. I believe there's a back-to-back game. I believe Memphis and I can just look it up real quick. And for those of you who are joining me, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I just want to see the standings just real quick. Or no, actually the Lakers schedule just real quick. So I know they have a back-to-back game. The question is, will Anthony Davis and LeBron play in both of them? I think they should because the Lakers are in a stretch right now where anything could happen. With the Phoenix Suns, if they lose games, will the Lakers get moved up if they win theirs? It just sort of remains to be seen of how things could go for the Lakers at this point. Yeah, on Tuesday and Wednesday, the Lakers will face the Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday, and Wednesday will be the Memphis Grizzlies. They face the Indiana Pacers again on Friday. And on Sunday, it will be the Brooklyn Nets. I think it will be an easy win there for the Lakers. But with that, it is every win counts, as I said, for the Lakers. And, going into April, I know they'd be facing the Golden State Warriors. For some reason, I thought they'll be facing the Sacramento Kings again, but that's probably, I was thinking about some other schedule that I was looking at. But with that, it is every win counts so far. Moving now after this win, and our only hope is Lakers win their games, but at the same time they have to hope that the other teams in the standings, like the Phoenix Suns, Sacramento Kings, the Golden State Warriors, and you can make the argument that the Houston Rockets as well, that they have to lose their games more in the less of the Houston Rockets. I mean, if they win their games but the Golden State Warriors lose theirs, who would you rather have face in the play-in? Would you rather face the Golden State Warriors or the Houston Rockets? I would welcome the Houston Rockets. I think it will be a much easy winnable games within the play-in for the Lakers if they do face them between the ninth and the 10th seed situation. So with that, it is a possibility that the Lakers could face one of those two teams, but it sort of depends on Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets if they win or lose their games with 14 games remaining of the NBA season. So, with that, it is a possibility, but we just have to wait and see what goes down at the end of the NBA season. So, but Lakers also need to hope that the Phoenix Suns, who have so far the toughest schedule ahead of them after tonight. So that's good news for the Lakers, but we have to hope that the Houston Rock, sorry, the Phoenix Suns, they lose their games. So because like I said, going into my intro was that the Lakers have to lose. No, they are 3 games away from the sixth seed. So they have to hope that the Phoenix Suns, the Sacramento Kings, they lose their games because they basically tied with their records so far. So if the Lakers win theirs, but other teams lose theirs, like the Suns, I think the Lakers are in good hands when it comes to somehow climbing up to the sixth seed. At some points, but we just have to wait and see. And it sort of depends on the Lakers to win their games if it comes to reality. So we just have to hope and wait, and hopefully, Lakers will somehow make that happen for sure. And got to win 10 straight. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of games I think the Lakers could somehow get a couple of wins under their belt, like maybe 10 games, as you said, Daniel. Uh, just looking at the rest of I mean, Milwaukee, we beat them before. Could the Lakers do it again? It is a possibility, but we just have to wait and see. And it's on the road, and it's a back-to-back game, so it's going to be a tough one for the Lakers for sure. And they're basically starting on a road trip at this point. I mean, they have 4 games after tonight. They have 4 games on the road. Milwaukee, the Grizzlies, the Indiana Pacers again, and they have the Brooklyn Nets. Then they have once April comes out, they also on the road in Toronto. The Washington Wizards will be a win for the Lakers there. The Cleveland Cavaliers could be a possible win. The Minnesota Timberwolves is a bit of a questionable matchup. Sort of depends on who will step up in that game. If Anthony Edwards will, but that could be a possible win there for the Lakers if Carl Anthony Towns still out and Rudy Gobert. He is. I'm not sure if he's still out. I haven't really checked how the how they've been playing lately. But if he is available by then, that could be a possible stressful game if the Lakers if Rudy Gobert returns. Golden State Warriors is another matchup for the Lakers. The Memphis Grizzlies again, and then they have the New Orleans Pelicans, who are no scrubs. I mean, they are a really good team. They're basically one of the top teams in the Western Conference. So once again, I mean, it's a tough schedule, I guess you can say, for the Lakers, especially most of them are going to be on the road with these 14 games after this win. It is a possibility that maybe the Lakers could win maybe up to 8, 10 games. It's a possibility, but we just have to wait and see. It's a possibility that they could survive a couple of wins, maybe possibly with these couple of matchups ahead. But we just have to wait and see for sure. Let's see here from Daniel. Shout out to Dinwiddie and Reeves. Yeah, especially Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie stepped up for the Los Angeles Lakers in the starting lineup tonight. I mean, he showed up in convincing fashion because, the main reason of the Lakers winning tonight was because of their offense and their scoring. There was not a lot of defensive effort from the Lakers. And the same goes for the Indiana Pacers as well. They did not have the capabilities of making any stoppage, more or less than the Lakers, but it's just it was just basically an offensive game. tonight for the Lakers, and it was all because of his Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, he stepped up out there tonight, 26 points, the best scoring efforts as a Laker for Spencer Dinwiddie. 26 points, 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three, and he also went for 2 rebounds and 5 assists out there with 1 steal and 2 blocks for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. So great job out there for Spencer Dinwiddie. And, also shout out to Austin Reeves. I mean, he stepped up as well, 25 points. Most of those points came from his free throws. I was just counting them when he was just making them with the 50 seconds left remaining in this game, where the Indiana Pacers, every time they shot a three, they always kept fouling Austin Reeves. And it was just a bad mistake on their part because, again, Austin Reeves, he is known for being a 90 to 100% great free throw shooter throughout his career. So far. So, you know, most of his efforts from his shooting and the scoring 25 points came from his free throws. He went 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So that tells you right there that shout out to Austin Reeves for his efforts from the free throw line as well. So great job out there for Spencer Dinwiddie and also Austin Reeves out there tonight. And, Austin Reeves, 25 points, 2 of 5 from the three. As I said, 11 of 12 from the field. From the free throw line with 5 points, 8 assists, and 1 block out there tonight. So great job out there for Austin Reeves and Spencer Dinwiddie starting for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight with 26 points out there tonight. Prince, yeah, Prince was also on fire, stepping up for the second unit as well, showing his efforts out there. 14 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three, and managed to give us 2 rebounds and 1 block out there tonight. But he was the main focal point of the second unit stepping up out there tonight, and just kudos to him for stepping up for the Lakers with 14 points out there tonight. So great job out there for Torian Prince out there, and you know, just great effort from him for sure. AD MVP, yes, he does. He deserves that for sure. He deserves it without a doubt. And the player of the game, you name it, everything across the board for Spencer. Sorry, for Anthony Davis out there tonight. Pacers got no size. They do have size, but they just didn't show up, especially on the defense. On the defensive side. I mean, it was mainly an offensive game, and as of tonight, just no effort defensively. I mean, we already know about the Lakers' defensive efforts situation that they're dealing with only Anthony Davis being the only defensive player for this Lakers team. Other than that, we already know the Lakers' woes when it comes to their defensive lack of defense. But the Indiana Pacers, though, it was surprisingly they didn't show up. I mean, Miles Turner and you know just those guys, they just weren't. They had size on them, but they just did not show up when it came to trying to beat the Lakers. But they just didn't show up. They didn't show up at all. And just kudos to the Lakers for just scoring as much as they can and just gaining the lead as much as they can. And fourth quarter really scared me at one point, but just kudos to the Lakers for just not going a bit crazy at that particular moment. So of letting this game get away from them in the fourth quarter. So great job out there for the Lakers for getting this huge win tonight against the Indiana Pacers. And just looking at the team stats, as I was just talking about it, the offense, Lakers, their offense was just really good out there. And, also for the Indiana Pacers, I mean, Lakers field goal percentages 56% from the field to the Indiana Pacers 55. So they were just competing left and right when it came to their offensive game out there. And even though 50% from the three to the Lakers 48. That 50% for the Indiana Pacers came from at the end of the game because they were making their three. But the Lakers were the better shooting team in this game, in my opinion. I just had to say it. I mean, it was just good effort, especially when it came to, I believe, the second quarter, I believe, where Rui Hachimura and there was Spencer Dinwiddie and most of those guys, they were just making their threes, and it was just a big part of the Lakers turning this game around in the second quarter, going into the third, and it was just everything was just going well. But the fourth quarter came around, and the Lakers just basically fell apart at one point. But at the end of it, they got themselves together and managed to way to win this game in a survival situation. So just it was crazy at one point, but the Lakers got the win. A win is a win when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers every chance that they get. So and just looking more, I mean, the Lakers are the better free throw team. I mean, it shows. Just seeing it right now, I'm very shocked. Lakers shot 88% of their free throws to the Indiana Pacers, 56 of their free throws. So talk about a team missed a lot of opportunity to make some free throws go in their favor, but the Lakers were the better free throw team with 88% of them going in tonight for the Lakers. And then the rebounding, the Lakers shot 41 rebounds to the Indiana Pacers 40. They were out rebounded offensively with they had the Indiana Pacers having 10 with the Lakers 8. They tied with 6 steals out there, and the Lakers had 7 blocks to the Indiana Pacers 4, and the Lakers throwing the ball 10 times to the Indiana Pacers 11. So they were very competitive. I mean, offensively, they were just all over the place to the extent of no defensive effort was shown in this game. But at the end of the day, it was good effort seeing this Lakers team, the way they were playing out there tonight offensively, just was really good to watch. But I'm still yearning for the Lakers uh, to play better offensively. Defensively. That's why we're hoping that Vando, Gabe Vincent, I mean, there's Christian Wood also returning. Their defense is key to the Lakers winning games. And the main focal point of the Lakers defense, sure, is Anthony Davis, but it's also Vando as well. Being part of this team really makes a difference when it comes to the Lakers defensive efforts. When it comes down to it. So that's my hope. My hope the Lakers will potentially get their guys back very soon, but it will potentially happen maybe in the postseason. For sure. But let's just hope the Lakers get through the play-in, so we can obviously see that happening for sure. So, just that's just my own personal opinion when it comes to that particular area of the Lakers lacking defensively. They need Vando back. It seems that they need Vando back because Cam Reddish and he's not really cutting it as the guy who's known for being a good defensive player. But at the same time, I mean, you still need size, and Christian Wood still being out, Vando still being out is really lacking for the Lakers. That's why I commend Anthony Davis for remaining healthy, playing through injuries, and still showing some defensive efforts in this game as well. With 16 rebounds and still putting up 2 steals and 1 block for the Lakers with the scoring for the Lakers tonight. MVP of tonight's game with 36 points out there tonight for the Lakers. And, LeBron James still doing his thing, as always. 26 points, 8 of 19 though from the field. So he did not have the best performance out there, but he still managed to put up some scoring for the Los Angeles Lakers as well with 26 points, had 5 rebounds and 10 assists out there with 1 steal and 1 block. He only managed to throw him the ball 3 times in this game compared to the last game where it was an ugly win scenario against the 76ers where LeBron James led the Lakers in that game with 8 turnovers in that game, totaling as a team against that game against the 76ers, 21 turnovers. So talk about a situation there where it was totally different. It was not an ugly win scenario, but it was just a better uh, winning team in this game tonight, and especially when it comes to the scoring. I mean, 150 to 145. That was the best scoring from the Los Angeles Lakers since the 1980s. So, Lakers breaking milestones and breaking records in this game tonight against the Indiana Pacers. So, great job out there for the Lakers. But, LeBron, 26 points out there tonight. I already mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie. He had a great game starting for the Lakers. In for D'Angelo Russell with 26 points, 2 of 3 from the three, as I mentioned, and one steal and 2 blocks out there tonight for the Lakers. Austin Reeves with 25 points out there, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So his free throws was key to the Lakers winning this game. So great job out there for Austin Reeves. Rui Hachimura, sure, he played for 30 minutes, but his presence was known. I mean, he stepped up where it was much needed, especially when it came to the second quarter. Obviously, putting up 9 points out there tonight for the Lakers, 5 rebounds. But my hope is that we see more from Rui Hachimura with these 14 games remaining of the NBA season. So, um, for sure. So, I just really hope that he shows up for the Lakers, moving forward. Cam Reddish, 7 points out there tonight, coming off the bench with 2 steals out there. And then we already mentioned about Torian Prince with 14 points out there tonight. His efforts was needed for the second unit for the Lakers tonight. And then Max Christie with 3 points out there, and Jackson Hayes with 4 points and 4 rebounds out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, it was just a good team effort from this Lakers team. Fourth quarter was a bit of a scarce at one point, but they managed to get this win. And a win is a win when it comes to the Lakers and this season and where they're at within the standings. And so far, they're doing good within the standings. Concerning where they're at with the ninth seed, because the Golden State Warriors, they're not winning their own games at this point. So where record wise, I mean, Lakers have the better record, so they're good where they're out with the ninth seed, but they're only 3 games away from the sixth seed. So they have to hope, that the Phoenix Suns and I believe the Sacramento Kings, if they lose their own games moving forward and the Lakers keep winning theirs, there's the likelihood that the Lakers will potentially climb up within the standings, somewhere around the seventh, maybe the eighth seed. But so far they're getting close to the sixth seed at this point. So, but my hope is if the Lakers just win their own games and just survive with the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings, not winning theirs, the Lakers could potentially get maybe the seventh seed. I mean, because if they get the seventh seed, they only go through one first round within the play-in, and then they clinch the seventh seed. So that's my hope. The Lakers will just compete, do what they can to win games. But as I mentioned, after this win tonight, the Lakers go on the road and they will have back-to-back games. There are 4 games. I'm sorry, no, not 4 games. There's 6 games on the road, I believe, maybe 5 or 6 games on the road. So it's going to be a tough one because Lakers finish off this month and they go into the first couple of days in April on the road. So it is a tough scenario there, but at the same time, we have to hope the Lakers just win a couple of them under their belt. There's a possibility that they could potentially win, maybe Memphis, potentially. Milwaukee is a bit of a long shot. I mean, it is a possibility. I mean, they did beat them before, but it was in LA, so it is, and it was that huge block that Spencer Dinwiddie made that obviously won them the game a couple of weeks ago. So it is a possibility that it could be a struggle, but at the same time, the Lakers did beat them before. So, we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see and how things are going to look for the Lakers on the road. And will they win their games? It just sort of remains to be seen. So we just have to hope. But they also need to hope that the other teams, like the Phoenix Suns, like the Sacramento Kings, Golden State Warriors, the Houston Rockets, they lose their games so the Lakers can move up within the standings. So, we just have to hope for that for sure. Just got a comment here. Okay, let's see here. Uh, Brazil is here. Why Ham not close games with uh, Hachimura. The problem is not the players. The problem is our coach. Uh, I believe I speak for all Laker fans when I say, yeah, we agree with you on that. As much as we, you know, are frustrated with Darvin Ham and how he is coaching his team and picking favorites and stuff like that. I mean, it is been a struggle, especially when it comes to his rotations. This his rotations has been nothing but ridiculous to watch at times, and so far, it's we can also say it's not really his fault because most of that has to do with the injuries that have occurred to the players. But at the same time, uh, in your second year, you should know to adjust and somehow just find better rotation instead of putting up like three guard lineups and stuff like that. I mean, it's been crazy for sure. And but at this point, guys, Darvin Ham, I don't see him leaving. I don't see him getting fired anytime soon because there's not a lot of coaches out there that I think will be a best fit for this Lakers team. I mean, recently there has been a firing, and obviously with Jawan Howard, Jawan Howard, he was in the past showing a lot of interest from the Los Angeles Lakers, but he obviously stayed with the in Michigan. So that could be a possibility. There's also Phil Handy, but other than that, those are the two guys that really comes to mind when it comes to the potential replacement if the Lakers do decide to fire Darvin Ham. But at this point, guys, I think the Lakers will give Darvin Ham another chance in his third year with the Lakers, and potentially will judge him there. But at this point, I just don't see the Lakers making any sort of changes at this point at the coaching position. And at this point, we're just basically stuck with Darvin Ham. But, you know, he did accomplish a lot of good things, though. In his first year going to the Western Conference, in his first year, and then this year winning the first ever in-season tournament championship cup. And other than that, those are the type of accomplishments that the Lakers are looking at that and saying, he deserves to stay with the Lakers. So, but I think his third year will be much judged than he is so far with these two seasons so far with the Los Angeles Lakers. So just expect that. And I just don't see the Lakers doing that, firing him or, getting a new coach anytime soon at this point. But yeah, I agree. I mean, and I think I speak for, Laker fans in Brazil that we are also frustrated with Darvin Ham as well. So, and Rui Hachimura, as I said, does deserve to close out games, and I think he should get that instead of having Cam Reddish or Torian Prince to close out games. You should have Rui Hachimura because he does step up at times at scoring when it comes to finishing off a game. So I agree with you for sure. Damn, Lakers have three back-to-back games left. Yeah, I mean that's what's kind of questioning. I'm kind of questioning of how the Lakers will win those potential games. As I mentioned, Lakers have a back-to-back game uh, with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Memphis Grizzlies. So, and it sort of depends on if LeBron will play both of them, or maybe Anthony Davis will play in both of them, or maybe both of them will. It is a bit of a question mark at this point, but knowing the Lakers, knowing LeBron, knowing Anthony Davis, with everything on the line at this point for them to win games, and if they're in reach of getting the sixth seed, it is a possibility that they will win or play every single game, but it sort of remains to be seen if they will win them or not. It just depends on the efforts of this team if it does happen. So, um, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them for sure, and just after this win tonight, Lakers just basically start on the road. They go on the road, and I think it's 6 games on the road. So with four of them at the end of this month, beginning of April will be. I think they have two games on the road. One is in Toronto, and I think the other is in. Uh, let's see, I can look it up real quick. Yeah, uh, April 2nd is in Toronto, and on Wednesday, that's the back-to-back game I think you were talking about. Rabbit is uh, the Washington Wizards, which should be an easy win for the Lakers there to end their road trip. Uh, and after that they have Cleveland, Minnesota, Golden State Warriors at home. Then they go back on the road with two games remaining of the NBA season with the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans, who I think, guys, is going to be a tough game for the Lakers because the New Orleans Pelicans, they are a really good team. I mean, they're basically one of the top teams in the Western Conference within the stand. I think they're like fourth, maybe fifth in the standings. So they are a really good team when it comes down to it. So we just have to wait and see how things will go for the Lakers with the schedule after this win. So we just have to wait and see, and hopefully they can at best win a couple of games on the road. Because as we all know, this Lakers team on the road, they haven't been the best. They haven't been the best team on the road for sure. And just looking at the stats for the Lakers uh, as a team, Lakers are 12 of 20 on the road. So that's scarce right there compared to home games. Lakers are 27 wins and 12 losses at home. So comparing, Lakers don't play well on the road. So uh, that kind of scares me at times. But and I think all of us for sure, without a doubt. Yeah, shout out to Brazil, everyone, and really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really do, and thank you all so much for the love, support. Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. Okay, let's see from Daniel. Um, Can't guard AD always gets 30 to 40 against them. Um, who are you referring to? Are you referring to the Indiana Pacers? Are you talking about his minutes? I believe. Sorry about that. I just don't understand the questioning there. But Anthony Davis, tonight he had a really good game for sure, without a doubt. Ghetto Rabbit, five Lakers in double digits tonight. Rui missed it by 1 point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he would have made a couple of his shots, was obviously should have shown his efforts, which for sure when it comes to just scoring. But we can also blame Darvin Ham for not giving Rui Hachimura some more minutes or more opportunities to close out games. As going back to uh, the previous question that I read regarding Darvin Ham not allowing Rui Hachimura to close out games. So I just have to say, it is something that the Lakers or Darvin Ham really needs to consider of just allowing Rui Hachimura to just go off. This guy is just knows when somebody gives him opportunity, he lets it up. And we've seen that a couple of times this season, and especially in the postseason last year, where Darvin Ham, when you just give the keys to Rui Hachimura, he steps up and shows up offensively and most of the time defensively. So, you know, we just have to give him more opportunities. But we were close from having six Lakers tonight in double digits, but five, it's all good in my book. It's all good. Uh, okay, a question here, an answer from Adam. Welcome to the live stream. Uh, Ham stupid not playing Giles. He adds size and defense, and we need defense badly. But I'm glad that we're finding ways to win. Yeah, I mean that's the weird part. I mean, you have a player who is currently on your roster due to injuries you're not given opportunities to because of size and defense. And Harry Giles is one of those type of players that could help the Lakers defensively, but Darvin Ham is not giving him those potential opportunities, unfortunately. But surprisingly, yeah, the Lakers are still winning games with this bad defensive team. And the reason this team is so bad defensively is because you don't have players who have size and can play defense. And the players who we do have that play defense are out at this point. You know, Vando is out still with an injury. Then you still have Christian Wood, who's still out due to injuries as well. And then you have Gabe Vincent, who is known for being a defensive point guard, but he's been out throughout this NBA season. I mean, he only played for almost 3 to 4 games this season. So, you know, other than that, the only defensive player that I can think of that's playing well for us at at times defensively is Spencer Dinwiddie and Anthony Davis as well. So and Jackson Hayes, he's not cutting it defensively. So the Lakers are basically depleted with defense. I mean, LeBron is the also the guy as well that can step up defensively too. But you know, at this point, this Lakers team, we're not doing well defensively, and it's unfortunate, when it comes down to it. But hopefully, a speedy recovery, and hopefully, we'll see our players soon from Vando and Christian Wood when it comes to bringing the size in and defensive effort for this Lakers team very, very soon. But I think we will maybe see them return maybe post season, maybe if the Lakers make the playoffs, if they get through the play in. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Hopefully. Also from Adam, we're 7 games over 500 for the first time this season. Yeah, that's good. That's really good for the Lakers. Kudos to the Lakers for still managing to be above 500. And just winning wins as much as they can. They're so far on a 3-game winning streak at this point. So, but I think going on the road, it may be in jeopardy. But you know, optimism, optimism is very important to have for Lakers when it comes to it. So let's see what else. Thunder, Warriors, and Clippers lost. That's good. That's good. I mean, as long as those teams lose, especially the Warriors, the Lakers are in good shape within the standings. And like I said, the Lakers are 3 games away from the 6th seed. So once again, the Suns, the Dallas Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings, those are the teams that need to lose games. If the Lakers are winning theirs, the Lakers need to hope that they lose their games. And if somehow the Lakers lose their games, they need to hope that they lose their games at the same time. So it's it's a it's really like a tough situation for sure. Daniel points. Oh, so you were referring to Anthony Davis's points? I thought so. Yeah, I mean Anthony Davis, he player of the game, MVP of tonight's game, for scoring the way that he did out there tonight. So, but yeah, thank you for putting that out there, Daniel. I really appreciate it. Woods and Vando, yeah, we really need them to come back. They are part of our Lakers defense. And the only defense that's available so far with this Lakers team is Anthony Davis and a bit of a part of LeBron James and also Spencer Dinwiddie as well. So, we just have to wait for those 2 guys to return for our defense to ignite once again. So, especially when it comes to Vando, because he is key to the Lakers defense, when it comes down to it. So, for sure, he deserves to uh, to return very soon, hopefully. Let's see this comment here. As a Laker fan in Brazil, the day Kobe died is one of the most difficult days in my entire life. I can imagine the pain, how Laker fans in LA feeling at this day. I continue to feel the pain day and today and always. Yeah, it was just a gut wrenching type of moment in history to witness. It was just I remember to the day. I mean, I was like working. I saw the notifications of from TMZ, and it was just, and I don't really read too much into what TMZ has to say because most of the time they're just gossips and stuff like that. But once I saw like news outlets like CNN and MSNBC, I mean, all those news outlets reporting that Kobe Bryant died, it really, and I was at work too. I was just in shock. And at that particular moment, I went live, and even at the night of his death, I went live and went for 1 hour. I think there's a video or live stream out there for you guys to check it out. I mean, it was a sad moment. I think it's in my playlist if you guys want to go check that out. I mean, it was a sad moment in in sports history, in Lakers history, to witness that. And Laker fans haven't been the same. But the good news of it, the Lakers in that year won the championship for Kobe. And even though it was at the bubble, still a championship is a championship, regardless what anybody says. It was a sad moment in Lakers history and sports history. The whole world witnessing and mourning the loss of Kobe Bryant and Gigi and the 8 people that lost their lives in that particular day. It was a sad moment, and it was basically like, where were you at in that particular moment in history? Like, you know, where were you when John F. Kennedy was assassinated? Where were you in 9/11? I mean, that type of moment in history. I remember to the T of that particular moment, and it was sad. I mean, Kobe is still one of the greatest players, on my list, and he was my favorite player. I mean, hell, I'm still wearing, I wear his jerseys every single live stream. So, it's just amazing how such an impactful player that he was, and the mentality of winning games, and with a guy that in his first year as a rookie, you know, did not live up to the expectations, but after that, really took off after that and became one of the greatest players in NBA history and Hall of Famer, 5-time NBA championship, champion, and just a winner. He is a winner and assassin. You name it. Anything you want to describe about the greatness of Kobe Bryant, that's what he is. And he is still, even though he's gone, but not forgotten. You know, Mamba forever. That's who he is, and we will never ever forget him. And now with his statue in front of Crypto.com Arena and 2 more potentially coming, it is going to be forever going to be enshrined in Lakers, stadium for sure. But yeah, thank you for sharing that, Foster. I really do appreciate it. Really do. And shout out to Brazil. I really appreciate all of you for joining me. Thank you so much. Gabe. Yeah, I mean, we need him to return, but I don't think his presence will be much anything different because so far Spencer Dinwiddie has been stepping up for the Lakers since for the point guard position, and he's been great. He's been great, and I obviously Gabe Vincent will help defensively for sure, especially when it comes to playoff time because he's known so far throughout his career so far in the NBA that he's known for being a good defensive player when playoffs come around. So that's my hope for sure that he will return and during playoffs if the Lakers do make the postseason, and his defense will be a big help for this Lakers team for sure. So uh, him, Vando, Christian Wood, their returns are very important for the Lakers when it comes to bringing depth to the second unit because obviously it's been depleted since their injuries, and it's just been very tough for this Lakers team for sure. So, but yeah, Gabe Vincent for sure. They lost to a teams we beat. Yeah, I mean, oh, you're talking about the Clippers? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there has been. It's been good for sure for the Lakers for winning their own games. That's why there's a bit of a hope when it comes to postseason, the Lakers will let it up against any team that they face in the playoffs. But it's just we just have to wait and see. It sort of depends on their efforts and how they play in those playoffs. And I think when it comes down to it, I think the Lakers will play much better in the postseason than they are doing right now in the regular season. So yeah, for sure. Saddest day, yeah, for Kobe Bryant. I mean, yeah, it was a sad day indeed, and I think nobody's going to forget that particular day, and it's especially me. I mean, it was just all sadness. I mean, just one of my favorite players of all time. Losing his life the way that he did with his daughter and eight people on that plane. I mean, it was just a helicopter. Excuse me. It was a sad moment. Sad moment. And I just cannot explain like how Vanessa and her daughters are feeling about it. But it was a sad day indeed, and rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and Gigi and the rest of the people who died in that on that helicopter crash. And you know, uh, Mamba forever. That's all we have to say. He is he's gone, but not forgotten. No, without a doubt. Also from Foster. Let's see here. Kobe for me is the greatest Laker of all time. He is second best player of all time. For me is MJ above him. He is better than LeBron, Magic. Uh, you're talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Shaq and Duncan. Yeah. Oh, that's your top. Yeah, I agree with you on that. There's a lot of people though obviously keep Michael Jordan on the top of their list. And when it comes to comparing goats, with MJ and LeBron, the tiebreaker really comes in when they bring up Kobe Bryant. And yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, I mean, Kobe Bryant is on my top five without a question. He is for me. And if I had to really pick my top five, it would obviously be MJ. Kobe would be on my list. LeBron. Then you have Kareem, and I think Magic will be that will be my top fives for sure. And then I believe I'll put Shaq in my top six, and there's probably somebody else that I'm missing. It's gonna really bother me, but um, at this point, I probably made a video about that. It's probably somewhere on my video reels, but you guys could probably go check it out. I mean, it's probably you just have to scroll down and see it. I know. I made it was in 2020 during the pandemic, and I made a whole list of my top five, top 10 best players uh, of my own. I mean, I'm not saying for everyone to agree. It was my own list, and it was a pretty good list. So if you guys want to go check it out, it was between 2020. So go check it out. I think it's there. If you guys want to go check it out, I think it's maybe in my playlist, but you guys can go check it out for sure. But I agree. I like your list. Foster for sure. Really do. And you know, I really do appreciate all of you for joining me. This was a good conversation. We got into Kobe's conversations, a lot of good vibes, and also we talked about the Lakers and their expectations now with this win against the Indiana Pacers and what their goal is, and that is to win as much games as they can, and hopefully no, or hope for the teams within the standings with like the Dallas Mavericks, the Phoenix Suns, the Sacramento Kings, the Golden State Warriors, and Houston Rockets. They lose their games, and the Lakers just win theirs, so they can move up within the standings. As I said, the Lakers are 3 games remaining, or 3 games away from the 6th seed. So they have to hope to win their games, but at the same time, they really need to hope that other teams lose their games. If somehow the Lakers lose a couple of them on the road, and with 14 games remaining, it's going to be a tough one for sure for the Lakers. But we just have to wait and see about that. So I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. Once again, I want to thank, there's a lot of people who are on here. I really appreciate it. From Daniel, from Ghetto Rabbit, from Foster from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. And also from Adam. Thank you. And all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. The links will be in the description of this live stream so you guys can check me out on social media. Guys, we're getting very, very close to reaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have a good community over there on Facebook with 8,000 followers on Facebook too. So let's continue to trend with all the rest of them by just following me all across social media and hitting that notification bell and subscribing to the channel. Like I said, you know, 5,000. We're 5,000 subscribers. We're getting close to that number. I think maybe we need like 700 subscribers to make that happen. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.